I am so powerful. I am the essence of strength. I am the person that will break generational curses. So help me live. I am the beacon of hope. I float just for my family ship. I have been chosen for gifts. I have been chosen for this. I am courageous. I am amazing. I am so focused on what they say is the.
What's good, family? This is Bless the Mic, episode number 1. I'm your host, Monica, and I teach you how to build, lead, earn, scale, and subcontract. And of course, I'm doing it in a white tee with a big vision and a little help from AI. But I want you to know, this didn't come from nowhere. It came from pain, from prayer, from getting let go from a company. What you see now came from all of that. So let me tell you the story, the real story behind Bless. This was a great company with amazing benefits, the kind of place people spend their whole careers at. I was making 6 figures a year. It was everything I thought I wanted. I loved what I did. I grew a community, built meaningful connections, and watched ideas turned into real impact. One day, they asked me to move from Jersey to Maryland to build their brand. And without hesitation, I said yes. I love to travel. I was winning. And you already know, your girl was about to kill it. I got to Maryland and I hit the ground running. I was crushing goals, making moves. And y'all already know, your girl was killing it. Then, 2021 hit. And I got COVID. Nobody knew exactly what it was, but it was destroying families, shaking communities, and I got it. I was out for a month, isolated, weak. And in that stillness, I prayed. I prayed for change, for my own company, my own business, something that would be mine, rooted in purpose, not just a paycheck. Unfortunately, the entire store caught COVID. It was like a domino effect. One by one, my team was getting sick. And the pressure, it didn't let up. It got worse. We had to close down the store. I prayed during quarantine for freedom, for purpose, because deep down, I knew something I had buried under promotions, paychecks, and performance reviews. Since I was a little girl, all I dreamed of was being a CEO. Not just working for a brand, building one. Not just climbing the ladder, owning the building. It wasn't about money. It was about meaning, about legacy. I finally was ready to get back to work. But I woke up this morning knowing something was going to go down. I just didn't know what it was. When I got back to work, everything felt different. I walked in and boom, I was hit with an investigation. No warning, no conversation. And I had that feeling. Today, something big was definitely going down. They let me go. Just like that. No warning, no real explanation. I walked out of the building, holding everything in until I got to my car. And then I broke down. I cried like a baby. Not just because I lost the job, but because I gave them everything. And in the end, I was disposable. Now what am I going to do? I have people dependent on me, family, bills, responsibilities. The weight felt unbearable. But then I remembered what I prayed for. Freedom, purpose, a chance to finally build something of my own. And maybe this wasn't the end. Maybe this was the answer. So I did what I had to do. I started doing DoorDash, work here and there, hustling meals just to stay afloat. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest. And it kept me moving. Then one day, I found this app called Veho. It paid me $200 a day. Suddenly, I could breathe. I can save. I could think again. As I was driving for Veho daily, I pulled into the building and I looked around and I asked myself a question. Why can't I have others drive for me Just like how we're driving for VHO. Why not flip the game? What if I stopped trading for money and started building something scalable? That question changed everything. So I got serious. I started researching, digging deep, trying to figure it all out. And that's when I found my mentor, Dayron Myers. I took his course, soaked up everything like a sponge. And 3 months later, I landed my first contract. I was officially in business, baby. And I didn't just stop there. I scaled up fast, started with 5 drivers, then 60 across 5 states. We were moving serious numbers, 65,000 in 3 months. From COVID to praying in quarantine to being fired, working odd jobs just to survive, all of it led me here. From DoorDash to CEO, I was living the dream I used to pray for. So if you're in your crying in the car moment right now, hold on. Because that breakdown might just be the setup for your breakthrough. Don't stop praying. Don't stop building. Your CEO moment is coming. This is Bless the Mic, where I teach you how to build, lead, earn, scale, and subcontract. Comment below and let me know, was my story your story?